So the WWE has hired Eric Bischoff on as the executive director for Smackdown TV, and Paul Heyman has been elevated. He is now the executive director for Monday Night Raw. They had to do something, man. I know I haven't been on here in a long time and everything, man, but what really could I say? Everybody's been talking about it. We've all been talking about it. The piss poor attendance, the overbooking of Shane McMahon, like he's the second coming of Ric Flair or something like that. They had to do something, man. I won't say I saw this coming, but I'm not surprised. I mentioned in one of my earlier videos on YouTube, I thought Bischoff would probably go out and be hired by All Elite Wrestling, but that's not the case. But Jim Cornette's still out there. A creative mind is still raving for All Elite Wrestling. So I'm pretty sure they're going to take a look at this and they're going to probably try to make a couple of moves. But let's talk about what they've done with just that. WWE, for the first time in I don't know how long, I'll probably say since Cornette, Bruce Pritchard and Jim Ross were on up there. They finally got some guys who understand the wrestling business, aka sports entertainment. I'm still just a wrestling fan. I'm sorry, pro wrestling fan. I'm not going to talk about sports entertainment, but that's not what this is about. Will this be a good move, or will this just be something that they did so that Bischoff couldn't go to All Elite Wrestling at all? They're still going to have to answer to Vince McMahon, and I think that's where the problem lies. However, if you look at this just a little bit deeper, I'm going to go with a different scenario. Could this possibly be being done because Vince is going to start focusing more on the XFL things, and now Triple H has some guys with wrestling knowledge, knows how to put on shows, and now my thing is, will Triple H work closer with Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff, regardless of what happened in the past? I know some people don't like the hire of Eric Bischoff and stuff, and some people hate Eric Bischoff. 83 weeks, people. That's all I'm going to say. He carried Monday Night Nitro, and they did. They were giving an ass whooping to the WWE, man. So I think it's a good hire, but here's my thing. The great fear is everything still is going to have to come down to Vince McMahon and what he wants. And I think that's where the trouble lies, man. I've been saying it. We've all been saying it. It's time for Vince to step aside. This is just me. If I was Vince McMahon, I would have hired those two guys. I would start lightening my load, and maybe in the next year, maybe 2 to 3 at the most, turn the reins over to Triple H. Then Triple H has guys like Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman to work with and everything. They need to find out a way, though, not just working on their stuff in the United States. They need to get out of that Saudi Arabia deal, man. It's hurting their creative for all these pay-per-views and things like that. There's so much that I want to say, but I'm going to talk about that stuff a little bit later today. I'm back around here. Been doing my own thing, working on just improving some things with what's going on in my situation. Shouldn't really say improve. Let me rephrase that, because people take stuff the wrong way. Let me correct that. Spending more time with my family, my wife and my kids, man. But I really haven't had much really I wanted to say on wrestling, but I want to show this ugly mug, and I'm still here. I will be doing more things this week. I haven't been really focused on this thing. I've been focusing on my family, which is way more important than handling this stuff. But this is very interesting. Let's see where this goes. Don't expect a quick fix from this and everything like that. Let's see how things are looking going towards, let's say, SummerSlam, or to really give it time, let's see how things are looking at around Survivor Series, because they got their TV deal in October. So that gives you October, November, and then December. So yeah, let's start looking at stuff around November. But I think they're going to start trying to make changes with the TV slowly. Let's take some of these people off of TV that we're getting way too much of. Too much of Miz, too much of Elias, too much of Shane, way too much of Shane, too much of Drew McIntyre. I saw a tweet. A lot of us were commenting on, where the hell is Liv Morgan, man? Can we get Bray? Where's Buddy Murphy? Haven't seen Buddy Murphy since I don't know when. Can we get Aleister Black in the ring and stop just being in a dark room? But I'm going to wait to talk about that stuff a little bit later today. But again, Eric Bischoff, he is the Executive Director of Smackdown, and Paul Heyman is the Executive Director for Monday Night Raw. Did not see this coming, but very interested. I will get back at y'all later today. See you later. I'm out this piece.